At 66, Fred Couples embodies golf's purest beauty. His swing, described as effortless poetry, carried him to 15 PGA Tour victories in the 1992 Masters, where his ball miraculously clung to the bank at the 12th hole. But behind that flawless grace lies a body tortured for decades and a heart scarred since childhood. Fred's story begins in a Seattle house where peace never existed. His father's explosive temper and his mother's silent suffering created an atmosphere of constant tension. At 8, after a youth hockey loss, his father's words became a life sentence. "You don't cry." That day, young Fred swallowed his tears and with them the softness of childhood. Love in the couple's household wasn't expressed through hugs or encouragement, only through silence and endurance. Jefferson Park Golf Course became his refuge. While other kids played carefree, Fred arrived before sunrise, shoes soaked with dew, practicing alone to escape the shouting at home. An old course manager named Marco gave him a better club and words he never forgot. "Kid, here you can beat anything." That gentle swing everyone marvels at was born from a trembling child learning to stay calm between his parents' fights, breathing deep to keep from crying, letting tension release through the club. At the University of Houston, Fred's loneliness deepened. Away from the familiar chaos, he faced a terrifying void. He learned to hide his panic attacks behind polite smiles, to sit alone after practice when anxiety made his heart race. Nobody knew the nights he spent curled up gripping his bed frame, trying to calm the feeling he wasn't good enough. On the PGA Tour, Fred became famous for making golf look easy, but back pain arrived like a silent assassin, stabbing through vertebrae every morning. His 1992 Masters victory was both his greatest triumph and a turning point. While America celebrated, Fred sat alone in his hotel room, spine seized in agony, understanding the price of glory. His marriage to Deborah collapsed under the weight of his silence. She needed connection. He only knew isolation. When she took her own life in 2001, Fred collapsed to the floor, haunted by one thought: "I should have been the one to keep her alive." Depression swallowed him. He disappeared from golf, locked himself away, and battled guilt that nearly destroyed him. His body continued its betrayal. Doctors warned his spine was like torn paper. Some mornings he couldn't stand for half an hour. Tournament withdrawals became routine as his back literally locked mid-round. Many thought his career was finished. But Fred returned to the Champions Tour at 52, winning multiple times over the next several years. Fans wept openly watching him play, recognizing they were witnessing something beyond sport. A man who refused to surrender despite everything life had taken from him. At 66, Fred finally found peace with Suzanne, who taught him to speak his pain instead of hiding it. Together, they face what age brings: sleepless nights when his spine screams, fewer friends as his generation fades, and the fear of outliving everyone he loves. Fred Couples never had the most majors or the longest reign. But he has something rarer, an emotional legacy. Americans love him not because he was perfect, but because he stayed gentle through unimaginable pain. His swing was effortless. His life was anything but. His smile was the lightest. His heart carried the deepest sorrow. That gentle smile floating between joy and sadness is his true legacy. It reminds us that behind every graceful performance may be a lifetime of hidden battles, and that the strongest among us are often those who endure their pain quietly while choosing kindness over bitterness. Fred Couples proved you don't have to be unbreakable to be a hero. You just have to keep standing up one morning at a time.